Live.
I am not live.
You are literally live, John.
I am not.
This is like the post-NAMM live.
All right, we're here, guys.
This is as live as it gets after NAMM. Not lively. John, you're on the air right now.
Do you think that one of you guys can turn off that light, actually?
I can't reach it. I'm too
Do
short.
you think you guys can turn it off now?
Nope, not gonna happen.
That's okay. Yeah, you can.
No, I can't do it. I can't do it. Oh, you get to get. Look at
Up
Hinkle's
there on the
doing
back
double.
there.
Hey, this is the
On the
first
top
time that we have
right there.
Traden on the camera.
There we
Hey,
go.
you just made camera. You made
Hey.
live trading. Good for you. Hey, welcome everybody. It's Tuesday. Taking over Tuesday from something. Who are we taking it over from?
You're here, so you're taking over for whoever else is here.
thank
You will take it over.
Thank goodness. I'm
Guys,
here.
thank you for everybody that tuned in for the live stream from the NAMM event this whole last week. There were a lot of live streams. Hey, congratulations, everybody in the comments. Please congratulate the media team.
Yeah,
Very little
rocket.
dropouts. This is still NAMM. Everybody else was still having issues controlling it and connecting. Jason had like 5 different ways to connect to the internet. He had a 5G hotspot. He had his phone as a 5G hotspot. We had the Wi-Fi of the convention and some other backup Wi-Fi through the YOLO. We had all those floating so that if one of them lost signal, it would jump onto the other one and it just kept doing this floating combination of all of it. So congratulations to you guys. Compared to last year where we did have a lot of connectivity issues, this year it was almost flawless. And the
Bad
quality
news
was
is
excellent.
Jason was irradiated with so much radiation from all the various different cell
From all
phones.
the
5G signals
I think
have
even
gone through
worse.
his body so bad.
Really?
Because there were very
The
few
5G.
dropouts, you could actually hear
5G.
what John was saying. So
There you go.
Oh,
good
you think
loss.
that was your biggest?
That was the biggest disappointment.
takeaway?
Is
Okay, got it.
no dropouts. You could actually hear all the J runs.
All
Hey,
right.
so here's what's cool. Make sure to tell us where you're watching from. Glad to be home. It is actually 60 degrees here in
Tomorrow's
Springfield.
gonna be like 61 degrees.
Nice.
What?
I
That's
think
crazy.
that we definitely skipped over all of the nasty weather.
But while
out
we
in
were
California,
gone,
no fires that we saw. We
couldn't
know they're
see
still fighting
any
those out
fire.
there.
Yeah.
But they did actually, a lot of the local businesses said, thank you guys for not canceling the event. One of the big results of the fire is a lot of canceled tourism. And so a lot of the local businesses have lost a lot of their income. So they actually say, please keep bringing tourism. Don't stop just because of fires. We actually need that money brought into the local economy. So we were glad that the event still went on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. All right,
While we were
so-
gone, lots of shipments coming in.
Yes.
Got stuff from Martin, got stuff from Eastman, got stuff from
Trent's been
Boucher.
photographing all these today.
Take a look at all this stuff. This is all stuff that's going online today. And then Corey is also going online.
Corey's been photographed, so he's ready to go live. It is not. It's no longer a stock photo of Corey on the website. This is the actual Corey you will receive in the mail.
Okay.
Oh, fill us in on comments. I'm sure we're falling behind.
Yeah. We got some good stuff. All right. Hold on. Did that really just?
Did you just turn off the entire
Did
world?
that really just do that real quick? No video input. It's lying to me.
It's okay. Nobody wants to
And
see
you
us.
just said that we did so good at NAMM.
Yeah.
What
so
happens
bummed
when
We're back
you
home
go
now.
on Studio. I think it might be this. I might have to get you a new one.
Uh-oh, guys. Uh-oh.
They can still hear us.
HDMI cables
I
are
think it's an HDMI
unreliable.
Okay.
Is it back?
Yeah, we'll get that fixed in just 2 seconds. All right, so we're good now. Let's see about all the comments real quick, because you guys are so nice. I'm gonna go right up to the beginning. So, Dr. Robert Gifford had our first comment that I see here.
Congratulations, sir.
I
Hashtag
missed it.
hot
The next best thing to getting a
unboxing.
doctorate.
Really?
Yeah, it's
that
being
is
the
being
first comment on the Acoustic Shop live stream.
All right. He said that hashtag hot NAMM
Yep,
unboxing.
hot NAMM.
That's correct. Guitar Xana from sunny Montana. Alex A
God, that
is
rhymes.
here.
That's so good.
So welcome. I know, it's fun that it rhymes. I thought that the NAMM coverage was smart. We still got a feel for the booths without the cacophony.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was crazy.
So you're not getting the full NAMM experience there.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Trust me, you did not get the full NAMM
There was a lot,
experience.
yeah.
It is such a wild thing to
Tex
walk
is in
out
as
the door
well.
and get into the silence and like, oh, I didn't realize how
yeah.
loud it was in there.
Yeah. Andy A, hello everybody. John Chapman, you were not first.
Ah, dang it!
But
I knew.
Dr. Robert did say you are always first, John.
I know. Thank you.
First in our hearts, but not first in the comment section. Godfly Lee said hello everybody. All right. If John's in the chat, who will wield the box cutter? That's a good point. What were you doing?
He just drops in
He was
early just
in
to
there
see if he can get the
sometimes,
first
yeah.
comment.
Yeah.
Status.
All right, Vince is here. Heck yeah. Happy Tuesday, folks. Been waiting on this all weekend. Wait no longer. We're back in the studio, back to show off some awesome stuff.
So much
Or
stuff.
maybe John really isn't
mess.
John, but a clone. Yeah, that was
Oh!
Clone John in
Yeah.
the chat.
God, I
yeah.
wish
If you're going to clone anything in the
Send
world,
in the
wouldn't it be a
clones.
John?
Yeah. What's great is that these were all stuff. These were all comments from before we were even live. So thank you
Whatever
guys so
happened
much
to
for
Dolly?
joining in. Robert Chesser,
The
Stephen
sheep?
Mooney
Yeah.
here. Quilted Maple, which is a
said.
very fun username, says, anyone get the old Namthrax? I don't know if anybody's sick.
Yeah.
Emily's starting to feel it. I got a little scratch right here in this little spot right here. I took some Zyrtec today just to
Scary.
be ahead of it, but
I feel great.
there was some coughing
Yeah.
in that event.
It's
Y'all-
just kind of
You know what's worse is we left Springfield and Ozark and surrounding schools had like the worst outbreak of influenza A.
Oh, no.
They had RSV.
It was one of the main
and,
school systems that actually
COVID,
closed the
all
school
at the
because
same
they got
time.
all of it.
Really? Wow.
They were
That's
almost ready to shut
spooky.
down Ozark. Almost. My wife works there. So.
Dang.
Yeah,
All right, that's
crazy.
spooky, but we're all fine at the very moment.
So you're
This
not safe
exact
anywhere you go is what I'm
moment.
saying.
Yeah,
Might as well get it from NAMM.
might as well.
Yep.
All right. Hello. You were
Hello.
not late to the party. Mr. Faust said he was late to the party. So welcome. The J runs were the best.
No,
I
please
disagree.
be realistic.
The shows were great. I
Forever.
appreciate the videos. Almost felt like I was there. As a nice comment from Robert Chesser. Thank
Just
you so
without the
much.
viruses.
I want a
Yeah.
hat, Jay. I want Kimberly to make me a hat that says J runs forever with
Okay.
a 4 in it.
With a 4 in it.
Forever. J runs forever.
Let's not do any of that.
Yeah. All right.
I want to be like the guy that's
The
on
J run on a $300,000 guitar. Did you do that?
You're
Yes.
dang right I
Put it
did.
on the Martin.
You know what?
for
Fred
3
Green
minutes.
gave me a
See, I wasn't exactly
$300,000
watching
guitar
that. Oh my
to play a
gosh.
J run on.
It had to
If
be
you
a-
haven't seen that
and
at
on
the
the-
end of the booth, I had to show
Guys,
it to
guess
my
which
wife.
box in here
figure
has
it
the
out.
$300,000 guitar. If you guess the right box, you win the guitar.
And
Also with the double neck.
check that comes
Figure out
with
which
it.
double neck, which box contains the double neck and the 3 millionth guitar. If you are correct, you will win that
go.
instrument.
Really?
And I am not saying that it's in any of these
By
boxes.
the way, it's not
I
here
know.
at all. Let's just get it over with. They're not here.
Thank you
I was
guys so
very
much
safe
for
in
the,
giving away that
I
prize.
can't
because
believe you didn't know I played the $300,000
Honestly,
guitar.
so if you saw what I was
If-
doing, you guys were doing live streams.
I thought I saw you
kind
out there
of
doing
jumped into live
cartwheels.
streams.
Cartwheels in
that's
the aisle.
basically what I was doing.
What was that?
Yeah. So I was saving the day by
so
getting
you're
some of
getting
the sound
sound
samples and
samples
stuff up. Yeah, there was a weird old issue. That's why I don't even have my regular live stream graphics. If you have a hot take, I can't put it in here, I'm afraid. because it was on the
dude.
SD
no hot takes
card.
today.
It was on the SD card that crapped
All right.
out, but
So,
nonetheless, we were here. We were ready to do this. We were ready to go through
Yep.
all these. I'm just going through a couple more questions because you guys are
Talking
awesome
over
and
you?
give us
Oh.
so many comments. Let's see. If I missed something, please let me know again. and
by the
we
way,
will,
if Fred Green is watching, if Chris
sure he
Martin
is.
would have been there, he would have handed me the actual 3 millionth guitar.
really.
I'm certain of it. He would have.
Well,
handed it to
actually,
me.
he always has it out and about.
No,
It's
he's
kinda
walking
scary.
around with
it.
He was walking around with it. Yeah.
Hand me. I don't know. I'd have
All
Jay
right.
run that guitar so
I
hard.
think Mr. Martin's
yeah.
allowed to break his own guitars. I mean, who's going to get mad at himself?
Exactly. Yeah.
So cool story. First time we ever went to the Martin factory years ago as artists, went in there, and out of nowhere, we're hanging out as the Chapmans and just kind of doing some stuff. And Chris walks out of the door and he introduces himself, and they said, "Hey, this is a band that's in here from out of town." Blah blah blah. He goes, "Hey, you want to play this peacock guitar?"
At the time,
I said-
that was the premium showpiece.
I said,
Yeah.
"What?"
Do I?
And he pulled it out of the case and handed it to me.
Oh,
and I'm just
gosh.
sitting there playing.
I can't
this
wait to go
guitar.
back now and see what they hand us.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. All right. Let's see. I'm just going through some comments again. Sorry. Garrett says, super excited about the new LG Eastman and the Bourgeois Touchstone Slope. How does the Touchstone Slope compare with the Eastman E6SS? So the new Touchstone Slope Ds.
They're definitely different. We won't be seeing the Touchstone Slopes for quite a while. They're thinking midsummer. So
they weren't even sure they were going to show them at the NAMM show until they said, you know what, we got to take advantage of this, but they know it's going to be midsummer before they show up. But yeah, it's still voiced with Dana's style of voicing, so quite a bit different.
Yeah.
All right. Hello, Samuel Higgins. Thank you for joining us. We also had a first-time viewer in here that I saw as well. White Rice 91. Thank you for joining us in here. All right, so there's still awesome people loading into this.
Let me tell you what we got in here.
Get going
Let me tell you what's here.
And then I do have some questions coming up whenever y'all are done.
All right. So many cool things that arrived. I have a whole bunch of Martin guitars from year 25, a D41, a D18, this one is an older model but very popular as well, the 0017 Whiskey Sunset in stock, a D18 Satin, a D28, a HD28, a D28 Satin, and that's all of the Martin guitars. Then on top of that, we got a Boucher BG 161, or is this an SG 161? That's
an SG, I'm
SG
sure,
161T, which is super cool. Eastman, we have what is this? The LG E6 LG is here. I've got two of the ones that were pre-ordered in stock right now.
E6 LG SS.
The LOOSS Koa. Ooh, that's pretty cool.
That's the SS.
While you're going through this, actually,
it's
going to go dark for like 2 seconds, folks.
2 seconds.
All right? Because I
while I'm talking,
E20D MRTC Sunburst.
Yes, Sunburst. This is super rare. A Sunburst E20D MRTC.
My kids would call it an ultra rare. I think that's an ultra rare. This is the 12-string Sunburst AC330.
That's part of the new batch. Then behind you is one of the new E1Ps, not the deluxe, but the standard E1P classic. And then I've got 3, and 2 of them are out here, TAG3, Yamaha TAG3s that are available for purchase. I have 2 Sandbursts and 1 natural, so we're going to go through all those. So where do we want to start? Anybody yelling, where do they want to hear?
That's a good point. So while you guys are in here, go ahead and let me know what you want to see first. Solely based on first come, first serve. Total eclipse of the Chapmans. Yeah, we had to go dark for a second. Chris says, hopefully you will be able to get some of the Retro Plus Martins in soon. Yes,
I just got a notification they shipped it out the door today.
I think we've sold 4 Billy Strings X Series and 2 or 3 of the full Billy Strings.
We sold 3, and I almost have a 4th gone right now on the D20.
So those are very popular for the show.
Very first one that I see solely based on first come,
I keep hearing you say solely.
It was the LOOSS Koa.
When you say Sully, I think about the character on Monsters, Inc.
Yeah, I love Sully.
Dude,
hey,
I love
while John's unboxing that, guys, look what arrived while we were gone.
Yay!
Vince and Carol, I'm trying to remember who all I signed these for. Yours have already shipped. But yeah, the
new book is here.
Is actually a real thing. It's actually out. And
look at that guy on the cover. He's so goofy.
You recognize this backdrop right here?
You look like you're like.
I'm thinking.
Dude,
I don't know. They did a screen capture.
Jeremy, that's my photo on that book. That's so cool, also. But it's
the real deal. So the book is out, available on the website, and I know it's going to be a million seller because I got a million of them in my cellar.
Oh, I love that joke. It's one of my favorite jokes of all time.
Okay.
All right,
so there's so many comments. Lee L is asking, what time is it there? That's an easy one to answer. It is 3:30, well, 3:45 at the moment. Central, we're in the Central time zone.
I think they meant to say party time.
Party time, yeah.
This guitar was super popular. We've already sold, I think pre-sold 3, if not 4 of these. Super cool guitar. I love that they did the satin finish on the peg head, satin finish on the neck now. This is all Koa. Luthier's Choice, Koa back and sides. This one's beautiful looking.
Sound port.
Look at that! Look at that little cool little like.
We don't need sound effects.
Did you? I do love the satin finish on the peg head. I think that's really nice.
I like that too. That's sick. Quick question that I see here. Calhoun says, looking to pick up a tone slab. Have you tried them all? Tweener, mini, only like the XL? Curious of your opinions.
I'm kind of stuck in my own style, so I got my 3-corner
XL
with the 1.5, 1.3, and I don't really experiment with many other ones because once you kind of find your pick, you get zeroed in on it. You the same, John?
XL. Yeah, 3-round XL.
So he's got 3 rounds, I got 3 points. They got some beautiful coil wood that they got for those guitars.
That's a cool guitar. I love it. It looks great. Sounds fantastic. Get yourself on the pre-order list for this. I think we got, did we get multiples of those in? I thought we got 2.
Yes, we did get 2.
2.
That's why I did not bring the other one.
Okay, but I think both of those are already sold, so get on the next batch. But I just was told...
Yeah, the TAG3 was the next thing I saw.
It's already unboxed.
And then we got to get
Which
to the
one?
LGs.
I've got both.
Whichever one you want. I guess they didn't really specify. Multiple people are asking for the TAG3s. And then we have a question from, we'll do this one from James. I bought a Laureate, and I wonder what you think would be the best color pickguard to put on it. Suggestions.
Which one did you get?
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Did you get the
natural?
Daybreak one, or did you get the natural one? You let us know, James. So
That's the Sandburst.
So that's the Sandburst TAG3.
I've got 2 of them in stock right now.
That's gorgeous.
I love it.
I like the way it's
Absolutely
mostly
beautiful.
shifted towards the bottom of the guitar. So
Yep.
it's not like the center burst. You got like darker up around top.
Oh, yeah. Those ones are
Hello?
awesome.
Hello? Hello?
Oh, I just answered the call.
All right,
It doubles
so
as
it does have a cell
these
phone,
are
yes.
officially able, if you want to beat till they get on, these won't be on the website probably today. I doubt they'll get photographed. I doubt it.
Maybe.
That is possible. But if you're wanting one, I've got 2 Sandbursts and a natural in stock right now. You have to call the shop, 417-720-1223. They can get you all set up. If you don't know anything about the TAG3, this is one of the coolest. If you need a demo of it, I will be happy to give you a small
We got
demo
a
of
nice
these.
video that you guys did both at the Fretboard Summit. We got the very first peek at it, and then you guys made one since
Also
we
checked
got
it
back
out
to
when
the
I was
shop.
at NAMM
Yeah,
too.
we did one of all of our salesmen playing
Trying
on
it
it,
out,
playing
yeah.
with it, trying it out. So definitely check out that one. Does it come with a cup holder? It might as well, honestly.
Yeah.
It's actually an incredible guitar. So cool.
Very, very versatile. You can do it for solo performances, doing the loops, but also we fell in love with it for a practice
Yeah.
guitar because you can do your own practice
yeah.
backup tracks.
I'm piling them all right here.
So next,
Okay.
yeah. So next,
Not that
I
batch.
think the LG was probably the
LG.
next. Do we have the LSH in here? Did you say that?
No,
or
we do not.
We do not have an LG.
They don't
LSH
have
in
it.
here
They were
yet.
going to send me the one, but they goes everything got beat
Yeah.
up so bad there. They probably aren't going to unless they're going to go back through and
Dang.
try to salvage all the stuff that was
Yeah,
at
a couple
the
of
NAMM
folks
show.
have been in here talking about the humidity problems at NAMM.
Okay.
Somebody asked what was the biggest issue that you guys heard of, and I know my answer.
I know that
You talked to him on the phone today, didn't you?
I did. Iris, actually, Fairbanks lost 2. One of them was a Brazilian rosewood $30,000 guitar. Cracks, they're going to be able to repair them. He told me they're not gone, but it was pretty bad.
We didn't even have to do luthier mist busting on should you humidify, because we saw real world consequences.
Yeah.
And NAMM was extra dry. The reason that the wildfires are doing so much damage out there is everything in California. I think they said May was the last rain they had for the year.
Yeah.
They did get some rain the last day we were there, and
did
everybody was
rain, yeah.
dancing and happy about it. But it was super dry, and in the convention it was like, who said they measured it? It was like 3% or something crazy.
18%.
18%. So yes, multiple damaged guitars. Just about every guitar you tried to demo, the strings were laying against the frets and the fret ends were sticking out. Very difficult to demo some of the guitars. I know in the Martin booth we had a lot of trouble with those because they were just so dry.
Oh, somebody ended up with a good one. All right, so
Ooh,
I think I've
dang.
pre-sold 4 of them. There's a bunch more coming. I know for a fact I will have, if you guys hurry up, I will have enough to cover any of the rest of the pre-orders. I just got off the phone with them.
Man, it's gorgeous.
2 of them are in stock right now. We sold 4 total, so there's 2 more on their way. I know that there's actually, I think, 4 more of them on their way right now. So the
So that's
LG
awesome.
or E6 LG SS TC
SB, right?
SB. So there you go. This is a brand new model E6 Sitka spruce top, thermo cured, mahogany back sides. one of, if not, well, I think this and the LSH were the most requested guitars at the NAMM show. According to what I was told, these were the two.
From Eastman, yeah.
Yeah, from Eastman.
I was going to say the 1940 from Bedell was a huge hit.
Huge hit. By the way, if I don't know if Emily's had a chance to build that pre-order product, but it is. I've got 4 of them in build state right now. Hopefully they will be coming soon. But they sold, I heard, 18 of that guitar just in the dealers that they showed it to, and they didn't stick it on the wall.
It was in the back behind the wall.
Only certain people were allowed to see it. But he goes, let me put it to you this way. Not one dealer that I showed that to said no, and 4 of them bought 2 of them. So they weren't even going to...
Big hit.
Yeah.
Big
So
hit.
I'm going to keep going on here. The next one that I saw, I'm going to try and go back to it real quick.
The blade one, no, it's okay.
All right, Lily Cat says, dying to hear the new D28. So dying to hear the new...
I knew somebody would want to see it. That's a D28. That's the one.
2024 models.
25
2025, my bad, yeah.
It's 25 now.
Do you do that every now and then, Hinkley? Do you still sign things 2024? It takes me at least a couple months of the year before I shift to the new year.
No, definitely.
They were still signed in 1972.
Really?
I wasn't even alive, but that's weird.
Even born. They're still doing it.
All right, next question real quick. Chuck Elkin says, Jeremy, can you give a short description of the contents of your mandolin book? Does it cover double stops?
Yes, it does. A double stop.
Jared, tell them all about your book.
Oh, wait.
Go ahead and show them the table of contents. Why not?
The back of it here.
Trading.
Do-it-yourself mandolin is a fun way to get started playing on your own. Using well-known bluegrass, country, pop, Celtic, gospel, and traditional tunes, you will be giving step-by-step instructions what you need to know to get started and sounding like a pro in no time, including audio demonstration tracks plus detailed video instruction by mandolin teacher Jeremy Chapman. That's me.
That's him.
Mandolin fundamentals, reading tablature, pick stroke theory, strumming chords, playing melodies, scales, and patterns, slides, hammer-ons, pull-offs, 3- and 4-finger chop chords, bar chords, tremolo, cross-picking, position play, audio track demonstration, and video instruction. It didn't list in there the double stops, but we do talk a bunch about that, especially when it comes to the closed position, soloing, and how to easily do a double stop with any key you're in. See, look at those double stops right there. There's 2 notes at the same time.
Well, there we go.
It's a double stop.
All right.
All right, ladies and
Little
gentlemen.
fact for you.
The first Y25 D20. Oh, look at the silking on this top. What a beautiful guitar. All right, so major changes. If I was to say one guitar that came in the 25 that had the most changes and probably welcome changes, it's the D28. Basically now, for those of you who have not been following, the D28 and the HD28 sonically should sound identical. The only real difference is going to be the look of the guitar. You're going to miss your herringbone. You're going to miss the back strip. Just some look kind of things.
Cosmetic.
On it. Yeah, cosmetic things. But look at the top on that.
The bracing now.
All the bracing now is Golden Era style bracing, scallop bracing, and I just got a message from Fred. We are going to be getting an example of those very short, all 3 of the different braces. I'm going to make a video to explain all the details of each one of those bracing patterns and why this is such a big deal.
They updated the neck profile, right?
They profile a little bit, and I found some details on that. It is 1 3/4 inch, slightly different neck profile. The graduation of it, it's still the same shape,
so that'd be different.
It graduates different than the
HD28?
20. No, than the same one as the HD28, but it's just different than
The 24.
when they had the 24 or
18.
Or, yeah,
I think they called that
Y18.
thing. Yeah.
Y18. But bone pins now with the red dots.
All right. We do have a couple of questions while you're doing that. Let's see. When are the Billy Strings model D28s going to start shipping in?
They're already shipping now.
We had 2 of them.
We had the X series. We haven't seen the D28s yet. But I know I had 3 of them on order already. We added another 3 to that category. So right now we have 6 on order. I've been told that if you hadn't got an order, if the store hadn't got an order, that they'll probably be in March or April. But we still have some of our original batch available right now. So we'll see.
March or April? Okay.
We should see
sooner.
it before that.
Gotcha.
I think we will see our first batch within the next couple
February,
of weeks,
yeah.
I would say.
Okay.
Did you see Ron Block's post today? Ron Block is getting prepared for the Alison Krauss tour, and he listed the guitars he's thinking about bringing, and he shows some that he's picked for like all these strange tunings, like crazy tunings I haven't recognized before, but he just got that on his list. I want this Martin 1950 Martin D18 for this cross tuning.
That's actually his main 18 that he's had forever. It's a 60, I want to say it's a 62. That was his first main guitar.
You get a kick out of how he's got them all tuned.
This guitar sounds fantastic. All right, so the new D28, love the look. We can pull out an HD28. Why don't you pull out that so we can compare the differences?
Why not?
It should be almost identical except for the look now. And again, this guitar is available right now, straight D28. It saves you, I want to say $300 to get the straight D28 from the HD28. So there definitely is some expense in the higher run, but it's not a different sound now, which is unique. So
we'll check it out. All right, so a few more questions. By the way, guys, thank you so much for leaving all of the comments. If you haven't had a chance to, please like this live stream so that we can be pushed to even more awesome people. But thank you so much for leaving the comments and questions. If I missed anything, again, just go ahead and put it in there twice. Just as James is reminding me, do you have a pickguard suggestion for the Daybreak Laureate? So he says he has the Daybreak model. What color or style are you thinking?
Obviously, clear would look, give you the most of what you already have. I would still go tortoise shade or tortoise style. So
okay.
That I don't know. I'd have to see which ones fit best. That's the question. I haven't.
They got different shape for sure.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I wish I had a better answer for you. Sorry. All right. So this is the only difference between these two. This is not going to go very well here. I'm going to pull this guitar out of here and move it. Oh, also inlays are different. I forgot. On the HD28s now they've gone to the snowflake inlays. So you do have the diamonds, which is really, really nice on the inlays. You have the, it is red dots as well, sorry. I thought it was black dots, but the inlays up here, you'll have the snowflakes, yeah, into those inlays. Super slick. Again, same neck profile, same style. Now just with a herringbone trim. You'll notice the back of the other one was the zipper. This is the zigzag back strip, which is really nice. So.
Love it. All right.
All right, let's hear what this one sounds like just while you're getting the next question.
What was the verdict on the Eastman MD515 with the wide neck? Jeremy, what were your thoughts?
I liked it. It was a really good sounding mandolin. I like the feel of the neck. It's close profile to like the Sam Bush model from Gibson. I mean, a little bit different, but I think it's going to be a welcome addition. One of the best sounding 515s I've played in a while. With the Arrow are a really good option for a mandolin.
I like the color of the burst.
Yeah,
yeah.
They're using the true vintage, the TV finish on them. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting those in. We're gonna have to do one of our blind comparisons.
Huh?
We'll have to do one of our blind comparison videos.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds great.
Just do that.
All right.
Start adding that to all your tone samples, please.
Jeremy, what did you think of the Iris Octave? Did you get a chance to play it?
I didn't even see they had one.
Yeah,
they had a guitar body octave.
I think I had a meeting when you guys read Iris.
It wasn't actually from Iris, it was from Circle Strings,
Gotcha.
which is
a parent or group company of the.
Well, it's the builder. I just lost his name. Golly, Adam Bushwald.
Yeah.
That's his company, and then he
So
started.
the answer is I didn't
it.
get to because I was in a meeting. I think when they were at the Iris booth.
Yeah, I think you were.
All right, nexties.
Corey McCormick asks, I want to know which guitar John fell in love with at NAMM. Probably the Bedell that we already had here. That was pretty incredible.
I played a lot of guitars, guys, and a lot of them were great. The LSH sounds great. The Collings Hill Country is fantastic. The Ferks, the new active CNR, I'm really excited about that.
Speaking of perfect testing ground, we were talking about all the humidity issues at the NAMM show and how it was affecting the playability of all the guitars. the Firk one, John asked him in that interview, they hadn't adjusted those since they got there, and it seems like that neck system had adjusted to the lack of humidity in there and still had them in a very good playable condition, better than most of the booths. So it was like the perfect testing ground.
Really good. Do you know if there were more of these back there?
What is it?
It's the MR Sunburst. Did I only get one of them?
I think it was only one.
There may have only been one made. I can't remember.
There was two
There's
of
two
the
of them.
330 Sunburst.
There's supposed to be two of these. If one didn't make it, that's the only question.
There's only one.
All right.
I'm like 90% sure.
All right.
Unless it was hiding in a box, I think there was only one.
It could be. All right. This I'm excited about.
Awesome. Next one, real quick. Does the shop do trades? I can answer that real quick. It depends on what it is. Please email us or give us a call.
Of course we do trades.
Yes,
we do take in trades, but it depends.
I mean, if it's baseball cards, probably no.
Cows, we're not really good at selling livestock.
Yeah.
I don't know. We did trade. We did trade a. They call it a beef. We traded a beef for lessons in early days, where we would all get a cow.
Half, yeah.
Slaughtered.
Half.
Really?
Half a beef.
A freezer full of beef.
Right.
And it worked out great because it was like the most lean, delicious beef you can get.
Okay.
So if you are trading a cow, we will take that.
You ready for this?
The price of beef right now.
Oh my God, I want to keep it already. The sides. Oh, I want to keep this guitar.
Striping.
I want to keep this guitar.
Even more questions coming up, guys.
About the beef?
This, yes. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh no.
There's a gouge. No, it's not.
Crack.
It's good.
Oh,
maybe.
it's a crack, I think.
I think it's boogers.
This is live, folks.
I think it's boogers. It might be a crack.
It looks like it.
Dadgummit.
And that's why
So,
we do this live.
scratch and dent guitar, guys. We can't tell yet. We're going to inspect it.
That's a bummer.
Might have got damaged in shipping.
Yeah. Madagascar rosewood. Oh, bummer. Sunburst.
Will be fully repaired and...
It looks like it's just a finished thing. I don't know.
We'll inspect that later. Either way, it does look really, really cool. So this is a
I would have... Yeah, the sides are gorgeous.
Madagascar Sunburst, yeah.
I could feel it. It was like a bummer.
From here, it looked like it maybe got cracked, but I can't tell.
I can't tell either.
We'll give it to Thomas, and he'll let us know. Yep. See, this is the first inspection. It goes through like 5 inspections before it gets to the customer. We got the first live unboxing where the entire world just inspects it with us.
Scratch and dent sale?
Yeah.
Maybe.
That sounds great, too. Always the case, isn't it? Wow, it's big.
These Madagascar rosewood guitars.
Something special about it.
Next question that I saw here, did Collins show any mandolins? Yeah, they had some mandolins there.
They had 3 mandolins, 2 A styles, 1 oval hole, was A style oval hole, and then, no, sorry, 1 A style oval hole and then 2 F styles. All really good mandolins. I was talking to them, they said they're aiming for 2 a week that they're putting out. I haven't seen that many on the market, so they must be getting bought up quick.
It's a great guitar.
A crack in the side doesn't matter.
The Madagascar gives it this extra punch, and then having a sunburst just made it really, really good. I love the Madagascars, as you all know. Also coming to a very big end here. Hey, those of you who got the end of the TAS guitars, I just got notified today. The last 3 are shipping this week.
Yay.
Finally.
Yay! Mike, you'll have
Worth the
your
wait.
number 35 is on its way. Yay! The last ones. So those are super limited Madagascar. They did come up with a new version that looks a lot like it, but was not the same.
East Indian.
Yeah, it'll be Indian rosewood, but Madagascar, obviously very rare, hard to get. And then all the extras that we did, we added the badge, the label that's 1 through 35, only 35. And in fact, there's only going to be 32 of them in the wild because 3 of them were kept.
Yep. 4.
All right.
3.
Well, 5, including our customers. Yeah.
We have a couple of specific Martin
employees,
questions. Which has the most change to their tone compared to their 2024
The D28,
version.
bar
You
none.
think the D28?
Yeah,
All right,
just
yeah.
adding scallop bracing
They asked
alone.
D18 or D28. And
Oh no, the D18, it's a difference going from golden era on the HD28s to the D18s. I want to see,
But you might
I'm
as well
excited
up
about
one,
it.
actually, yeah.
We haven't seen an
Whiskey Sunset
18.
Triple O.
And
I want to see
then-
the Satin one. That's what I'm really dying to
And
see.
then next, does the D18 Modern Deluxe
Satin?
have
No, it's over here.
similar bracing and neck
D28 Satin?
profiles
Yes.
as the new 2025 model?
Say that one more time for
Does
me.
the D18 Modern Deluxe, I'm assuming that they maybe mean the 2025 one, have
It doesn't matter. They
similar-
haven't changed the,
yeah, I guess they
the
didn't
Modern
change the Modern
Deluxe.
Deluxe at all. Does it have similar bracing and the neck profile as the new 2025 models?
So neck profile completely different. Modern Deluxe has an
Yeah.
asymmetrical neck shape, completely different. The bracing is going to be very much the same. The big difference there is going to be obviously the asymmetrical, the look, the characteristics, bridge plate, obviously different. And the biggest difference is going to be, I just lost it. What was it?
VTS, right?
VTS, yes, that's
Yeah.
what I was going to say. So you have a VTS top, you have the carbon fiber bridge plate on a Modern Deluxe, but the bracing will be identical to a standard D18.
All right, so the bracing is the same, but neck
Yes,
profiles are really
identical.
different,
It
and
is
some
not
other
the same as the Authentics, but
Yeah.
they told me that the, oh, here's my wife.
Hello?
I'm doing it, guys, I have to.
Wow.
Let's not all hear your
I'm
conversation.
live and I'm answering, so I don't get in trouble.
Don't say anything you shouldn't.
Okay? You all right?
You want me to unbox that? They're going to listen to your phone call, John.
Yeah, why
Okay.
not? Listen to something else.
All right, you go ahead and finish this. I will
You might
answer
mute
this.
your mic.
I'm going to mute.
Okay. What were we opening here? Oh, this is the Satin,
What is
the
this?
Satin D28, the new new version of the
Satin.
D28, satin finish, the zipper backstrip. What else do I have to say? I guess I'll tune it up.
Yeah, might as well. All right, I'm going to look at some more comments, by the way, real quick. Thank you guys so much for joining in also.
I don't have my picks.
Somebody said, poor Hinkley, all the comments. Oh, yeah,
No.
it's a lot of comments. You know what it is, though. You guys are so nice. Shovel says, paid all my property taxes last night. What do you guys have on sale for 37 cents? Not much.
We do have a payment plan.
Oh, yeah? We do a big one. Nah.
Should I finger pick? I can't. I think I said this is. I don't have my picks. I don't know where I lost them at NAMM or something. No, what happened is when I flew back, I didn't want to get stopped in one of those scanner things, so emptied my pockets and they're in my bag.
Oh, okay.
I'm surprised John hasn't talked about the Kansas City Chiefs.
He
Kansas City
hasn't
football
yet.
Chiefs
I can
today.
talk about them. They're fantastic, and they're winners. They're about to be super winners, super duper
Three-time
winners. Three-time winners, I think. Yeah.
Which makes Jason exceptionally happy.
Oh yeah.
And Corey, obviously, over the moon. Congratulations to the Kansas City
Oh,
football
yeah.
Chiefs. I don't have picks to
think
show that one, but
If
yeah.
we would have lost, I think that we might have lost Corey yesterday
Yeah.
or something.
He wouldn't have come in for work
No.
the rest of the week. We did a comparison between the Satin, right? Did we do that yet?
We did an entire D18 comparison of all the D18s.
Yeah.
That
I think we were going to do a Satin versus gloss finish, possibly one of these days. Because we do believe that Satin does impart much more open tone, especially on a brand new instrument. They really sound open and full. Over time, I think all of us would choose a gloss finish just because they do, seems like they're a little bit more refined and articulate over time as the finish completely cures.
Yeah.
But right out of the box, the Satin has a special sound to it.
Yeah. Let's see.
Sorry.
We don't need you
You're all
anymore,
good.
John. You're fired.
Hold on, I
D28
muted
Satin.
you on my side. Hold on.
18?
No, I thought you told me to get the 28.
No, I said do the 18.
No,
I was
said
curious about
18,
that.
But I thought that you already got that one out. Either way,
It's over here.
This one's 10 more than that.
real quick,
so.
this is actually a better thing to talk about. Brian asked who won the TAS fantasy football, and that would be me.
Oh, it was you. Hey, but who won the football? It was me because the Chiefs are going to the Super Bowl.
talked about it,
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
We already talked about it.
I don't care. I'm talking about it.
Hinkley is one of those
so many
people
more.
that the first year she did fantasy football, she's like, I don't know anything about football. I don't like football. I don't watch.
She loves
I don't play
football.
Not true.
Not true at all.
fantasy football.
whatever.
She hadn't done, and then she decides
did not
I'm
do
gonna
fantasy
go
football.
home
I
and
really
learn how to
only-
do this, and then
yeah.
comes back and dominates for the last 2 years.
Yeah.
She knows all about
It's 'cause
football.
I get
She's
obsessed with that stuff.
She's as big of a basketball nerd as she is.
Oh, yeah.
I
She wanted to do the
probably more of a basketball.
What do you call the March Madness?
Do you guys want to hear something very nerdy? Oh, I did actually predict who was going to win that one. That was actually really funny. But really nerdy stat actually
from
that's
you?
Not musically related from me.
Right there.
I decided to join like 6 random fantasy football leagues
this year.
So I've won 3 out of 6. Which
good for you.
In one of those.
How similar were your teams?
Were totally random.
Did you get a lot of the same players?
Not necessarily. I had a lot of the same targets, but yeah, it's just what it was.
This is
which one are you the most proud of winning though?
The TAS one, obviously. That's the only one that mattered. But,
of course.
Yeah.
This is the D18 Satin. Again, this is a pretty cool one because this will be the least expensive of all of the new 2025. Well, I guess the 17 would be less, and that's a brand new models, but the revisited models. Satin finish. This is really, really cool. It's good to have one of these in stock in the new 2025. We have a 17 next door too to compare it to, which we may end up doing.
Then we'll have the Retro Pluses that you'll compare to that too. And see how they stack.
Yeah.
So Retro Pluses were all satin too,
Super
right?
light. No, gloss. And yes, I found out they do use a different finish on the Retro Plus. I've been digging deep, guys, into these new models, so I got some good stats for you.
I think they're using Thompsons on it.
What'd you say?
I think they're using Thompsons.
Water seal.
The live stream at Martin and see Peter Frampton?
I was 2 feet away from Peter Frampton.
Me too.
Yeah.
He said, "Get out of the way, kid." No, super nice guy.
You know what's really weird?
Never really seen him live, but what a genuine person.
You guys that are big Martin aficionados are not going to love the look of the new Golden Era braces. It looks way less refined, but the sound difference is dramatic. So, yeah, it's not as pretty as the standard
bracing. A little too long looking at the sound.
Alright, on to a couple more questions. So
great guitar.
I cannot for the life of me find these ones to throw them up here, by the way, because they happened a moment ago, but I do remember. Somebody was asking, is the 515 the wider neck? It's not the same neck as the bourgeois mandolins, right?
No.
The bourgeois ones are deeper, correct?
I think they're more V-shaped.
Yeah, I think they're more V-shaped. This new one's actually, it's very similar feel to the 515. The 515 always had a slightly beefier neck to it.
Gotcha.
And then this continues to have just a wider nut. Again, we're talking about like, what is that, 1/8 or, yeah, an eighth of an inch?
A 16th of an inch.
Wider. But
it
it is
isn't
enough
a
that you
32nd. It's a 32nd bigger is what it is.
I think, yeah.
You 1 1/8 and 1 3/16.
Okay. It's not a huge difference, but it does have like a larger, it feels more round, where the bourgeois mandolin has a wide nut, but it's more of a V-shaped, feels a little
and
smaller in your
another one
hand.
that was in my brain, whenever the new LSH guitars come in, will somebody that pre-ordered it be able to look amongst the photos of all of them that came in and decide which one they want? So that was a question from Rick P.
Probably not.
So what you can do is request, what normally happens with the pre-sale ones is we don't photograph them and put them on the internet, obviously, because they're already pre-sold.
Yeah.
So
we will
got deposits
contact
for 'em.
those.
We can contact if you have a request. We can send some cell phone photos of them, but we won't be doing a full photo shoot of those because they are pre-sold and don't want to list them online or somebody else will get them.
Yep.
But of course it depends on however many we have in.
We get at a time. That's what it's all going to depend
If
on.
we get in 4 and you're the 4th person, unfortunately you would probably just get that 4th one. But, yeah.
Unless you don't want it.
Unless you
But
want
fear
it,
not,
yeah.
you have the Dreadnought.
No, Dreadnought.
Well,
the Dreadnought.
Yeah, it meant the same thing. I knew you were going to say
And
that.
then next they asked, what are you going to do with the extra TAS guitars that were made?
I don't know what's going to happen
extra.
if they haven't told me how many or if there were any finalized.
They will not be part of the limited edition. So
No.
the limited edition is limited to 35. There are
That's
only
it.
35 labels that are numbered 1 through 35. Eastman, when they build something like that, they do some overages in case something doesn't pass QC. which we did have happen.
Yeah,
so,
we did have a few just.
But if they do have some finalized guitars, we probably will contact some of the people on the waiting list, but it will be a reduced version of that. It will not come with any of the extras, none of the badge, none of the custom picks and custom pick pouches will be in. T-shirts, any of that. So it's going to be kind of, we'll have to figure out the label for it. It may just say prototype or something like that, but.
We have no idea. They're still trying to figure it out. And they don't even
And they may
know.
not have some that passed.
They may not know. They know that they had some more being built, but they weren't sure how many are going to be there. It may be 1 or 2. It may be 3 or 4. I don't know.
That's one of the things about a custom build like this. Even when they first came with the model, they're like, all right, this is your guys' thing. We don't have a price list for it. Here's what we think it's going to cost. Here's what we would recommend pricing it at. And then obviously when they come out the new guitar, that's after doing all the R&D and retooling and figuring all that out. So it's all an enigma wrapped in a puzzle.
So this is cool. This is the first of the E1P Classic. This guitar does not have the Adirondack spruce top, but also price is a lot cheaper. This is a $5.99 now.
You know what I think we should do, John, with any extra guitars? Gibson one time drove a backhoe over some guitars, and I think that went over really well.
Yeah, people
so
love
I'd say,
it.
you know, hey, we only asked for 35 of them, put the rest of them out on the ground.
Eastman, mow them over.
We'll have Trent drive his big old pickup truck over them.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea, Jer.
Okay.
I think people love that kind of stuff.
All right, next question that I saw that is in my brain. Yeah, I just can't find it. Okay. Teresa Craft is asking, do you have a new 00018 coming? Do you have a 2025 00018 coming
I think we do.
There's a guitar strap we ordered for a customer.
Oh, yeah. Straps.
And then right now, Jeremy went on to the Boucher. Since we are coming up towards the end, gotta save arguably one of the best for last. Bouchers are incredible. That was a really cool booth to go by.
Yeah, had a great time there.
We're going to be planning, I think, a trip to, I think they call it Canada.
Yeah.
Never been to that foreign land, but we hear that they cover their French fries in gravy and cheese curd.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Cool.
Poutine. That's poutine, John.
Poutine.
Which I think is French for French fries covered in gravy and
was
cheese
the
curd.
nut width on that parlor? Do you remember?
Those are 1 and 11/16. They're supposed to be.
Yes.
The 161 TG.
Oh, look at that back. You haven't seen the back yet.
I have not. This is a Grand Reserve is why. This is one of the high-end quadruple
Oh my goodness.
A grade. Oh! This is beautiful. Torrefied, that's the Torrefied maple. This has got a, it says 61T. Okay, so it's Grand Reserve, the maple. It'll be the SG with a Torrefied top. Yeah, Grand Reserve, OM, beautiful.
How much is the question? Is this somebody's special order or is this just one we have?
It's for sale, I believe.
Do you know how much by any chance at all or any estimation?
I want to say it's 58.
He wants to say that. It may not be. Rosette's really catching the light too.
That blue right there.
That's pretty. That's the gold pack.
It has a Torrefied top. I think the Grand Reserve.
Back and sides?
It is.
Like
Grand Reserve T. Yep, it is a T. So that's how we know it. It's 161 T. Grand Reserve means that top of the line, and we'll have the Torrefied top as well.
Beautiful.
Yeah, quadruple A.
All right. before we leave,
Maple.
a couple more questions. I did see this banjo question a little bit earlier, but it was whenever John ran away for a moment. Jack H is asking, how does the sound of the RK35 or 36 compare to the new Carl Jackson model?
So the Carl Jackson model is a maple, so it's going to have a little bit more brightness, a little more kick than the 35 and 36. The only difference between the 35 and 36 is the inlay pattern. They're exactly the same banjo. So both mahogany, that gives you a little bit more rounded bottom end, but if you want that more brass bell-like tone, the maple all the way, and that's the big advantage. I've got 2 of those available, by the way. I think the pictures just went up. Yep. I see them here.
One of them arrived before we left for NAMM, but we didn't get to
Pictures may not have made the website. It looks like they're about to be ready
see.
for the website.
Yeah. And then, what was another one that I saw? John is asking, in the future, could you please do some more of those hilarious outdoor instrument case tests?
There's actually another manufacturer that talked to us about doing some of that stuff. We may be doing some new ones. There's some new case options coming out, and a couple of new companies that are doing some neat things. That's the one thing I can say about NAMM this year. From you guys, your standpoint, you guys got everybody paying attention to how important it is to talk about your products online, and that has caused these manufacturers to contact us to go, hey, we'd love to see more of this stuff on there, which is really cool, and we got a lot of contacts from companies that really want to.
Oh, yeah.
One of the coolest things that happened there that a lot of the manufacturers didn't realize, like, told them it's going to be live, but then when they were actually answering questions from people live in it, they're like, wait, they're actually
talking to us,
asking questions right now live.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So it seems like that was a lot of fun. So thank you guys for participating in the question and answer segment of the live streams, because I think the manufacturers loved
made it, like, so much
getting
more fun.
It made it so much more fun for us and for the manufacturers too. That wasn't just talking to this guy.
Last of the guitars that didn't get opened yet. Again, we have a D41 in the new Y25 spec, so that'll be hitting the site very soon. We have another D18 standard. We have, what's that one, Eastman?
That's the LG SSTC.
We already opened one of those. We have the 12 string, the AC330 Sunburst.
Yep.
So yeah, that's about it.
The 0017 Whiskey Sunset.
Thank you guys so much. We
Also
can't
really
answer
good.
every single question, but I'm going to try and get through at least some of the ones that we have. RK35, do we have an RK35 or 36 coming in soon?
I thought we have one next door, do we not?
We try to keep them on order if we don't
I
have them in stock.
Maybe not.
And then Bruce Crawford is asking, what is a torrefied top?
So Torrefaction,
here you go.
I did it, is a process in which they bake these in an oxygen-free kiln in order to take all of the oils, all the leftover gunk that's in them, fibers, sugars, resins, all that kind of stuff, bakes out of the top, opening the top a whole lot more. They're lighter weight afterwards. They are stiffer. They are drier by far than even a kiln-dried top. It's hard to do a lot of woods. Maple has been recently been able to be used a whole lot more often, but now the new 41 and 42 Ts that came out from Boucher, that is your new mahogany that's torrefied. It's pretty amazing what it does. It does make it lighter weight. It basically ages it as if it was 20 to 30 years old. Now, that does not mean that it makes it sound like a 20 or 30-year-old guitar or instrument. It doesn't do that at all. But the wood, it's like you had aged the wood 20 or 30 years. It opens those cells, actually collapses the cells, the cell walls of the fiber, or of the wood, sorry, and lets those fibers just kind of spread out a little bit more. It's a very interesting process. It's seeing it a lot more. Martin is doing it.
And Robin Boucher was one of the originators of it for guitar use. He
was one of the big pushers.
He worked with one of the, we're going to talk about it when we get up there, but he worked with one of the universities up there to figure out how to do it and come up with a custom-made kiln for it and really develop it for the use case of acoustic guitars.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. We should get him on the podcast. We will definitely be talking about that.
Except we'd have to have somebody translate.
He was doing great.
He does fine.
He was doing great. Yeah.
It was a joke.
Right.
I hear you.
Thank you guys all so much for joining us in, though. I think that's going to wrap it up for today. If you have any questions that you want me to... wait, okay, I got to pause for like 2 seconds. All right.
Why am I wielding this knife?
Swedish Chef did give us $5,
$4.99
technically as a little tip. He said, thanks for hitting so many booths at NAMM. Saw that you had to focus more on Bedell than Breedlove, which makes sense, but is there any Breedlove news?
There was a few things we were going to.
They just went long talking to each other about designing guitars.
Talked about some new designs. There are a couple things. There's some new promos coming out that are going to be very interesting. We'll talk about very shortly. There's some new additions of special logs that they use in Myrtlewood, and I've got a couple of those reserved. There's just a few little options. One thing that I thought was really cool in their Discovery series, I don't know if you got to see this, the double strung guitar. Not a 12 string, but double strung. Very cool for the Latin music. I think there's actually a lot of options for other things too, but it is literally double strung, double E's, double A's, double
like a
D.
mandolin guitar.
It's a mandolin guitar. It was very cool sounding.
About time you guys
very
came
unique
around to it.
Since they have the license for the bridge truss, they were able to use that to strengthen the top and be able to handle a double strung guitar.
Interesting.
Yeah, I thought it was cool.
Last one is from Jason Chapman. I have a question. John Stinks.
It's a great question, Jay.
Thank you for that question. So I would like to answer that.
Question. I always love that.
I didn't bring it up about 5 minutes ago whenever he actually typed it, and he typed again, will you answer my question? So there you go.
I loved every seminar we went to at NAMM. You could always tell the people who do all of the main seminars
and Kansas City refs was his other question.
Yeah, thanks. That's not a question. That's not a question. Every professional grade speaker that was at the seminar, anybody would get up and ask a question. Do you have green shoes? That's an excellent question. I'm so glad that you brought that one to me.
I've observed this with news broadcasts for a while, and I just love that, they'll have a guest on there and they'll say something, they go, excellent question. And I got to think the person asked, like, well, thank you. I'm glad that you value my question. It's a technique.
It worked really well. Anyways.
But excellent question, Jason. He does stink.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Crazy.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Tomorrow we're going to be live at noon Central Standard Time for Shop Talk, where we'll be playing a number of these instruments.
By the way, so many things that just made it onto the website.
Mandolin right now. We sold out of all our close but one.
I ordered more today.
So I might play that tomorrow. We do have some other instruments that we'll have in here. I'll play that ukulele we got sitting right there.
Sure.
Tenor ukulele. Yep. Hasn't made the broadcast yet. So we tune in tomorrow. The Shop Talk from noon to 1:30ish, 4.
1:30ish, 4.
Tune
in, guys. Thursday we'll be filming a lot of New Guitar Thursday.
And New Guitar Thursday like normal, but we're back. So thank you guys so much. Fun year, fun stuff coming out, fun stuff that we'll get to see coming up. Thank you guys so much for the kind words about the NAMM streams also. Yeah. Jason especially worked very hard to make sure that.
What are you here for, Corey? Are you buying something?
What's Corey doing?
Corey, what are you here to pick up?
He's just standing around.
He just can't wait to play all these guitars.
Bye-bye, guys.
All right, see you guys.
We're going to see you. Corey, wave.
Corey.
Say bye, Corey.
Bye, Corey.
How about them Kansas City football Chiefs?
All right, see you later, guys.
They're pretty good.